Hi, my name is Detective Adamson. I'm the Public Information Officer for the City of Fort Lauderdale. My first name is spelled A-L-I. My last name is spelled A-D-A-M-S-O-N. Today, just before the start of the Stonewall Festival and Parade, just before 7 p.m. in the 1700 block of Northeast 4th Avenue, a truck struck two pedestrians. This investigation is active, and we are considering and evaluating all possibilities. We owe it to our community to conduct a thorough and complete investigation and are working in conjunction with our partners at the FBI to do so. At this time, we can confirm that 2 people were injured as a result of this incident. Both males were transported to Broward Health Medical Center, where one was later pronounced deceased. The other male remains at Broward Health Medical Center and is expected to survive. The Fort Lauderdale Police Department and the Wilton Manors Police Department sends our deepest and sincerest condolences to those injured and affected as a result of this incident. We want to thank our neighboring law enforcement jurisdictions and partners for their assistance during this incident. The Fort Lauderdale Police Department remains the lead agency for this investigation, and we ask our community for patience while we conduct a thorough and complete investigation.
Was it an accident, or do you think it was slightly on purpose?
At this time, the investigation is active and we are evaluating all possibilities. Nothing is out of the question right now. We have to look at all angles, and that's what we are doing.
Can you give us the name? Can you give us the name of the driver?
I can't give you any names because we are still conducting our investigation. This incident, as I said, it just happened before 7 p.m. and there's a lot involved in it. And we owe it to our community and to all members and participants of this event to conduct a thorough and complete investigation. And the investigation is still occurring.
Is the driver
I don't have that information.
Can you tell us the charges he's facing?
I can't tell you any of that because the investigation is ongoing and we're still working to determine all of those factors. We don't have those answers as of yet.
Why is the FBI involved?
The FBI is involved in an effort to do a thorough and complete investigation.
Is the driver on the run then? I mean, is the driver, is he on the run? Is he a cut? Like, where's, you know what I mean? Like,
We're speaking with all involved parties to include witnesses, the driver. We're doing all that we can to make sure that we do the most complete and accurate investigation and don't rule out anything prematurely.
So you're speaking to
Can you tell us the ages of the victims?
I don't have the ages of the victims. I can tell you that they are 2 adult males, and that's all I have.
Okay, just on this community here, I mean, this is obviously an enjoyable festival celebrating Pride. What's happening here just as a law enforcement officer? Is this pretty tough for you to talk about? What's going on there?
This incident is something that we have to do our very best to investigate properly, appropriately. We have to make sure that we have all available information, that we speak to all involved witnesses, and we do our absolute best because that is what this community deserves.
I think she was aiming towards, what's your message to the community tonight who was hoping to celebrate their pride, and here they are with a tragedy?
As I stated, the Fort Lauderdale Police Department and the Wilton Manors Police Department, we send our deepest condolences to the families, to the victims, to the participants, to everyone affected by this incident. I know that out of respect for this incident, the City of Wilton Manors decided to not continue with the parade out of an effort to be and have the utmost respect for those involved.
Can you talk to us about the security measures that were here? There were a lot of officers that were able to respond immediately. There were, paramedics, fire rescue here on hand. I mean, you guys were there. Many of your officers witnessed this. Talk to me about that.
So as is standard with any major event, we staff the events with officers. And in this case specifically, there was multiple jurisdictions out here to not only, participate, show support, be a part of, but to have those security measures in place to be able to do the best that we could. And thankfully, we had such a law enforcement presence here that we were able to quickly address the situation and do our very best to get it as under control as best we could. And I would like to thank our neighboring law enforcement agencies for working in such sync with us and being able to work with a very rapidly evolving situation in a manner that we were able to get the transports done as quickly as possible and cover our bases and be able to start conducting that investigation and preserving that crime scene, as it is so important to the investigation.
Are you able to confirm if anybody's been detained or charged?
I can tell you that we are speaking with the driver involved.
Athletes asked, was the driver a part of the parade?
I don't have that information.
Are you able to confirm if the vehicle was part of the parade?
I don't have any information about that.
So there's been a lot of conflicting information, kind of like what you said. How do you explain like how some are saying this is a terrorist attack, other people are saying this is an accident?
Well, you know, with any stressful situation that occurs, people are going to have varying accounts of things. They're going to be affected differently. People are going to see different things. They're going to make different conclusions. And we, as the lead investigating agency for this incident, we have to talk to all of those people. We have to gather all the evidence. We have to review every piece of this puzzle to get the full and complete picture, to then be able to deliver that information to our community. But we can't prematurely deliver information that we don't know to be a fact, because then we're not doing our part as a law enforcement agency in providing our community with what they deserve. And what they deserve is answers for this, but we need their patience while we gather those answers.
And do we think they were under the influence at all?
I don't have any information as far as the specifics at the status and the stage of the investigation. I know that they are considering all possibilities right now, and we are investigating all avenues that are available to us.
Condition of the other person who was hit?
The condition of the other male is he is currently at Broward Health Medical Center, where he is expected to survive.
Okay. Thank you so much.